The first season I had a couple of really bad injuries, and so I started helping with the under-18 team, then progressed to the reserves in the Men's State League and was assisting the first team, Dan Evans. And Dan deserves a lot of credit. He was the coach of the first Men's State League team at the club after the merger of Murdoch University and Melville, the initial merger. Yeah, he really, I suppose, formalised the Men's State League setup and had us running a little bit more professionally and that kind of thing. 2014 I took over the first team from Dan. Our focus is really on youth development. We give young players a start early. I suppose at NPL clubs where they have more depth of players and more resources and results are maybe a bit more important, then they're unable to give youth the chance that we are at Melville. We've always tried to bring young players through. I had Ryan Russell and Logan McIsaac in my team, 15, 16 years old in the first team. At the moment we have Daniel Davey, Nemanja Jankovic and Matt Slivic all involved, and they're all around 17, 18. The average age of the first team is 25. The average age of our reserves, where there's no rules on reserves in our league, we're 20 years old in the reserves, and our under-18s are 16. So that's, we think, a good pathway for young players to be playing in competitive football on a Saturday as early as possible.
I think it's altered over time. I think the club's always been highly regarded by other junior clubs who perhaps are envious of the numbers that we've got. I think that we've always tried to provide an opportunity for community-based kids to play at a level that suits them. And when you've got multiple teams in each age group, that enables you to do that.
Yeah, the philosophy of Club at Melville has always been inclusive. The environment for teaching children is the most important. I've always believed that if you take away anxiety from teaching children, you actually teach them football.
We had a team that came here. We used to play Greylands, people that came in from overseas, and they stayed at Greylands Hostel, that's it. And there were Chileans, and when they turned up here once, I think they only played a couple of seasons with Melville. They turned up here with 3 or 4 bus loads of supporters, full of bells and clangers and everything under the sun. They sat all around the pitch. Amazing, like a full-on international was out there. Yeah, and they were unbelievable.
Certainly, Dave Kindness deserves a lot of credit for the amount of hours that he puts in is unbelievable. Craig Tamlin, off the field, the admin work that he puts in the hours. I sometimes get emails from him at 2, 3 in the morning, and then when I send a reply at 6:30, 7, he replies straight back again. So I don't know when the man sleeps.
He's all my predecessors in the Rubel department, Dave Murray and Ruth and Doug Sangster. Rubel runs so efficiently that I find myself on Saturday mornings getting bored occasionally. So in there, and I remember the old Carrington bar, so I went hunting through there and I saw lots of old paperwork, and I went in and I found this book, which was the original minute book dating back to 1976, from when our original constitution in it. It doesn't go right back to starting date of 1969, but I think this is probably Melville City Junior Soccer Club's first constitution. Just to see how much, there's the annual, sock bill was about $20 and things. I think a subscription was $10 for the year to play for a year. Times have changed. So yeah, it's a fascinating book. So we got it out and passing it around, and everybody's having a bit of a read it. It's fascinating.
In the future, I'd like to see Melville shaking up a few of the clubs that have been around a long while, some of those more established football clubs, who feel very much threatened by us and other clubs like us. We need to knock them off their perch and set some new standards.
Well, first of all, I love football, and I've been playing for the club 20 years. I think I've been at Melville 19 years. and in the green and gold. So, you know, I started playing in the Masters, you know, 19 odd years ago, and then got involved with coaching when my son Daniel was just a little 5-6 years old, and you know, the rest really is history.
And this is the soft opening of the Murdoch artificial turf that is going to be used by Melville City Soccer Club. The utilisation of this land has been brought about because Murdoch University want to be part of our community. They've provided this very valuable land for community use, and they've provided millions of dollars into the budget to make this artificial turf a possibility. The City of Melville's enterprise and the partnerships with Murdoch University and Melville City Soccer Club has been absolutely fantastic, and look what we've created.
You've been watching some of the great moments and characters at Melville City FC.